My sister threw the wedding of the century. Flowers more expensive than my car. A $9,000 cake shaped like a freaking castle. Fireworks, a live harpist, gold-foiled menus. And she didn't invite me. Not by accident, not because of space. She deliberately left me off the guest list. Her only sibling, the one who bailed her out when she couldn't pay rent, the one who stayed up with her through every messy breakup, the one who actually gave a damn. So you know what? She wanted her perfect, sparkly, influencer-fueled fairy tale? I'm going to ruin her wedding of the century. Not by crashing it, not by causing a scene, but by disappearing, by having a better time than anyone at that overpriced disaster she called a ceremony. And when everything came crashing down, because trust me, it did, I was already 3 margaritas deep on a beach in paradise. I didn't yell. I didn't call her. I didn't beg for a reason. Instead, I opened my laptop, poured myself a drink, and started planning my revenge. Not the kind with drama, not with shouting at the ceremony or flipping tables. No, I was going to do something much, much worse. I was going to vanish. No explanations, no warning. Let them have their perfect little photo shoot wedding, surrounded by people who never once helped Emily through a panic attack at 2 a.m. Let them sip their overpriced champagne and pretend they had a functioning family. I was going to be somewhere better, somewhere unforgettable. It took me less than an hour. 5-star resort, Caribbean, oceanfront suite, private beach, unlimited cocktails. I booked everything. First-class flight, spa package, room with a balcony that faced the sunrise. And then, just to twist the knife a little deeper, I posted it. A single photo of my boarding pass and a cocktail glass. Captions, guess I didn't make the guest list, but I think I'll survive. That post exploded. Cousins started messaging me privately. Aren't you supposed to be at the wedding? One of them replied with, bro, I'm there right now and even I don't understand why you're not. My aunt commented, good for you, should have taken me with you. But my favorite response came from mom. 3 texts in a row. Where are you? You're seriously missing your sister's wedding over this? You're being petty. Petty? I wasn't even invited, Mom. I didn't decline. I didn't protest. I was erased. So yeah, call me petty, call me selfish, call me whatever the hell you want. But while they clinked glasses and took staged photos under chandeliers, I was cruising 35,000 feet in the air, legs stretched in first class, sipping champagne with a grin on my face. And I made sure they knew it. The moment I landed, I turned my phone back on out of sheer curiosity. Bad idea. Missed calls, voicemails, notifications piling in like an avalanche. I didn't listen to a single one. Instead, I let the resort's private driver escort me to paradise. Polished black SUV, cold eucalyptus towels, ambient music, and most importantly, silence. No one asking me to calm Emily down, no one trying to drag me into last-minute emergencies, no guilt, no manipulation. Just air conditioning and the sound of the ocean in the distance. And when I arrived, I almost laughed. The resort looked like it had been photoshopped out of a billionaire's fantasy. Glass walls, towering palms, white marble, everything. A staff that greeted me by name and handed me a welcome drink before I even reached the check-in desk. This wasn't a hotel. This was revenge in 5-star form. The room? Ridiculous. King-size bed with linens so soft I nearly fell asleep just touching them. A rain shower, a private terrace with a hammock, a minibar I didn't have to feel guilty using. I didn't even unpack. I stepped outside, let the wind tangle my hair, took a deep breath, and smiled for real. Then I opened Instagram, posted a photo, ocean, palm trees, cocktail glass with a lime wedge, captions, didn't get an invite, but I think I still ended up in the better place. Within the hour, the chaos began. One cousin commented, Emily is going to explode when she sees this. Another DM'd me, bro, you're missing a shit show. I'll update you later. And then my mom called 6 times, back to back. Voicemail 1, your sister is in tears. Are you really doing this? Voicemail 2, you're making a scene and you're not even here. Voicemail 3, Everyone's asking where you are. You've embarrassed us. Embarrassed you? I wasn't even on the damn guest list. I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, ordered room service, and ate my overpriced dessert in a silk robe while fireworks went off over the ocean. They had their wedding, but I had something better: freedom, silence, and a front row seat to karma. Because as the night fell, I started getting the texts. You won't believe what just happened. Emily is freaking out. The groom just walked out. And that's when I leaned back in my lounge chair, sipped my drink, and whispered to no one, "Let the show begin." The first message came from my cousin Dylan. "Dude, you dodged a nuke." Then Melissa, "You're gonna want to sit down for this." I was already lounging under a palm-covered cabana by the infinity pool, tropical drink in hand, waves crashing in the distance. Perfect timing. I tapped open the group thread out of sheer curiosity, and there it was. The groom had walked out. Not after the wedding, during it. Apparently, right after the vows, he whispered something to Emily, then turned, walked down the aisle, and kept walking straight out of the venue. No dramatic screaming, no "I object," just a quiet, controlled exit. My phone started buzzing again. My aunt, my uncle, my mom, even Emily herself. Dozens of missed calls. The only one I opened? Melissa. She wrote, "Not joking, he left. Straight up walked out after they kissed. No one knows where he went. Your mom is losing her mind. Your dad got into it with Uncle Rob. Grandma cried and said the wedding was cursed because they didn't invite you." I almost spit out my piña colada. I took a deep breath, grinned like the devil, and replied, "Let me know if they need a refund on that $9,000 cake." Melissa sent back about 7 crying laughing emojis and added, "No joke, Emily just screamed, 'This is all Jackson's fault.'" Oh, now I was important. Now I was relevant. Now, with the whole production falling apart like wet tissue, my absence wasn't just noticed, it was blamed. And honestly, it was beautiful. For years, I was the background character, the peacekeeper, the one they never thanked but always counted on. Now I was the ghost haunting their dream wedding, without even lifting a finger. I woke up the next morning to sunlight pouring through the glass walls of my suite, the scent of salt water and tropical orchids drifting in on the breeze. I stretched, yawned, and for a few glorious moments, I forgot the chaos I'd left behind. Then I turned on my phone. 52 missed calls. Voicemails from Mom, from Emily, from numbers I didn't even recognize. My inbox was a battlefield. I pressed play on one, just out of morbid curiosity. "Jackson, enough is enough. You've made your point. Your sister is in pieces. Just please come home. We need to talk." Then Emily, "You win, okay? I messed up. I should have invited you. I didn't think you'd make it into a public humiliation." Public humiliation? You humiliated yourself. I didn't crash the wedding. I didn't expose anyone. I just left. And in doing so, I became the one piece they realized they couldn't function without. Even Grandma joined the chorus. In a surprisingly crisp voicemail, she said, "This family used you, Jackson, and when they couldn't anymore, they tossed you aside. But when it all fell apart, they remembered who you were." That one stung, because she was right. They remembered me only when it hurt. And still, somehow, they expected me to come back and fix it all, to be the bandage, the grown-up, the savior. I took a deep breath, flipped my phone to selfie mode, and snapped a photo of myself, wrapped in a spa robe, coffee in one hand, the sea behind me. Then, I posted it with a single caption. "Too busy enjoying my overreaction. Good luck fixing your mess." And I blocked them all. Mom, Emily, even Jake, just in case he tried to guilt me with, "But she's your sister," texts. Then I did the most important thing I'd done all year. Nothing. No response, no call, just more silence. I ordered room service. Pancakes, mango slices, espresso. I booked a sunset massage. I read a book for the first time in months. And for once in my life, I wasn't someone's emotional sponge. I was just a man on vacation, Let them scream into the void. By day 6, the texts turned from guilt to desperation. We need to fix this as a family. Emily isn't eating. Your silence is cruel. You've made your point. Come home. But here's the thing about silence. Once you get used to it, it's addictive. There were no voices pulling me in every direction, no expectations to swallow my feelings and be the bigger person. There was only ocean and sky, and the realization that I didn't owe them anything anymore. I sipped a mimosa on my private balcony while reading through one final message from my cousin Melissa. Okay, I know you're ghosting everyone and I get it, but just so you know, Mom is trying to organize some big family healing dinner for when you get back. Just a heads up. That made me laugh out loud. They really thought I was coming back, like I just return, sit at the table, pretend the betrayal didn't happen, let them hug it out and move on. They'd cry. Emily would apologize with mascara-stained cheeks. Mom would say, "Let's not dwell on the past." And I'd do what I've always done, smile and nod while something inside me quietly bled. No, not this time. So I replied, "Tell her not to waste the centerpiece budget. I'm not coming." Then I opened my laptop, changed my return flight to a week later, and booked 3 more spa days. Extended stay, upgraded suite. Because if they were going to cut me out of their perfect fairy tale, I was going to cut myself out of their reality. Permanently. Just before heading to the beach, I sent one final text, a group message to Mom and Emily. "Oh, so now you want me around? Too bad. I'm busy enjoying my overreaction. Have fun cleaning up your own mess." Then I blocked them. For real this time. No backup plan, no soft door left open. I tossed my phone on the bed, grabbed the towel, and headed out into the sunlight. I had peace. I had silence. I had self-respect. And as far as I was concerned, that was the only wedding gift I ever needed. The story may be over, but the conversation is just getting started. Drop a comment below. We read every single one. Leave a like if this story hit you deep. Subscribe so you don't miss more real-life drama and powerful confessions. Share this video with someone who needs to know they're not alone. This is Fam Stories, where we say what others stay silent about. See you in the next story.